Hi, my name is Frank Zendejas. I'm a strategic intervention coach and host of SI Insights, a forum where I share ideas, techniques, and strategies aimed at equipping you to set and maintain your path towards defining, accessing, and living your compelling future. Welcome to today's episode. Today I'd like to honor a very special teacher. His name is Dr. Wayne Dyer, and today marks the 3-year anniversary of his passing. He transitioned August 29th, 2015. For many decades, he impacted the lives of individuals across the globe with his teachings, remarkable insight, and infectious tones of hope and possibility on expanding the mind and living from connections, oneness, and compassion. As he would say, be open to everything and attached to nothing. Well, I had the privilege to experience his teachings and continue to today, well after his passing. There are many reflections I have on Dr. Dyer. One that comes to mind happened in 2012, and it happened while I was driving from Houston to New York to participate in the 2012 New York Ironman. And on this drive, I happened to listen to a CD box set from Dr. Dyer. His wisdom, humor, and optimism kept me company the entire way, as well as expanded my understanding on many different levels. I was learning. One of his teachings, as I would soon find out, came into play in a big way, in a very big way. And it happened the morning of the Ironman. And it's a race that consists of a 2.4-mile swim, followed by 112 miles bike riding, then ends with a 26.4-mile run, a full marathon. The swim portion of the Ironman took place in the Hudson River. It was really nice. Really crystal clear nice. There were around 2,500 athletes participating in that race, and all 2,500 were ferried to the start of the swim portion. There were a total of 5 ferry boats, and the 5 boats formed a line and made their way to a large pier, which served as the platform for our start of the race. I happened to be on the second ferry boat. I recall the ferry boat approaching the pier, then an individual giving us the go to get ready to get off the boat, make your run across the pier, and jump into the Hudson River. Well, my adrenaline kicked in. Swim cap check, goggles check. Run, Frank, run. Jump, splash, boom, I'm in. No more than a few seconds after being in the water did I start getting thrashed by legs and arms of other would-be Ironmen and Iron women. I experienced a mad sense of disorientation. Water splashing, the sound of helicopters overhead, jet skis nearby, the roar of the ferries, other athletes yelling, and loud overlaying splashes as bodies were diving into the river. Swim, Frank, swim, that's what I recall saying to myself. Well, after several strokes, I would sight, which is an open water technique used to staying on course, and somehow my direction was completely off. I kept veering off to the right, hard right, when I was supposed to be going straight. Well, I would adjust my position and start my stroke again, all this while being kicked and punched by other swimmers as they made their own journey to the transition. Well, several strokes later, I would sight and once again veered hard right. I kept correcting and correcting and correcting and correcting. This went on for minutes after minutes, and I recall at one point saying, "This isn't working." I could see the race patrols nearby on their kayaks, and they're there for safety reasons and ready to pull someone out of the race should the need arise. Well, I recall I was treading water, my heart was racing, I was out of breath. And I remember asking myself, did I come out this far just to pull out? I felt utterly defeated. Then some words flashed in Dr. Wayne Dyer. I replayed something that I learned while traveling from Houston to New York.
Beautiful place. So nice to be here. The Majestic Theater in Boston. The subject of this special that I would like to present to the world is called The Power of Intention. The word intention, usually when we use this word, it has sort of a connotation meaning nobody's going to get in the way. I intend for something to happen. I'm going to make this work no matter what. Regardless of whatever opposition I encounter, I intend to make it happen. It's like being a pit bull who's got a hold of a tiger. You ever seen that? And they're just not going to let go. I'm going to have this pit bull attitude that I'm going to make something happen. That's what intention is. I'd like to offer here to you something that may change the way you look at things completely in terms of this idea of intention. Rather than thinking of intention as something that you are going to do, because the implication behind that is that this is the ego. This is the ego at work. And the part of me that says, I am going to make it happen. I've come to a place in my life now at the age of 63 where I finally realized that I don't write the books, that there's an energy that is working through me, whether you call it source or God or spirit. It doesn't make any difference what you call it. But this energy that is working builds all the bridges and writes all the books and delivers all the speeches. When I was standing back there waiting for the introduction to come out and to begin this program, the words were running through my mind from something I read years ago in A Course in Miracles. It said, if you knew who walked beside you at all times on this path that you have chosen, you could never experience fear or doubt again. If you had this knowing that there was a source, that there was something that was available to you.
If you knew who walked beside you at all times on the path that you have chosen, you could never experience fear or doubt again. I played that back. This time I said it out loud. And again, I readjusted my goggles, turned my body towards the swim finish, and I yelled out, not today. I took a deep breath, started to stroke. Deep breath, stroke, stroke, stroked. And I repeated the verse, if you knew who walked beside you at all times on the path that you, Frank, have chosen, you could never experience fear or doubt again. I repeated that between my breaths. My breathing got measured, my strokes got strong, and I got into a smooth cadence. And I continued until I reached my transition. I was not alone. Thank you for watching today's episode of SI Insights.